Oh, hey, rookie. You know this is a solo request from the top, right? You didn't have to come by. Huh? Yeah, I'm seriously doing this. Why wouldn't I? The top brass says jump. I ask how high until I'm the one barking commands. Hey, why do you look so angry? It's just another job. Okay, yeah, it's not just another job. You don't need to tell me. It's a practical death sentence for anyone. Is that what you want to hear? You want me to just confirm that even though it's pretty obvious what's going on? Come on. I know. I'm not an idiot. I may have a few screws loose in my head, but I'm not stupid. Why am I doing this then? I just told you. They say jump, I jump. They say steal something, I swipe it as fast as I can. They tell me to go take down some assholes the strikers are sending our way. I keep count as the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, I know they're sending 100. What's your point? Seriously, this back and forth repeating the same thing over and over is really gonna get on my nerves. You know better. I still gotta go in, no matter what the hell is waiting for me. Yes, alone. They said me only. I don't know if they have serious faith in me or if they're testing the hell out of me. Still, you don't have to worry about it. I know you're my partner, but this isn't a job we usually do. This isn't some grab and go or some recon mission to find the next rich guy we gotta go snipe. It's a war, and the Blades want me to be their champion for this final stand. If I do a good enough job, I might even get promoted again. It's a win for me as far as I'm concerned. I know you want to help, rookie. Believe me. I wouldn't say no to any help dealing with this garbage, and I'd be rounding up every favor under the sun that I had to match numbers. Still, this situation's a little delicate. So whatever the higher-ups say, goes. Well, you know we're dealing with the strikers. They're the mindless chads that tried to hunt us down when we met, remember? They've been getting cockier with each job they take, despite botching more than half of them. A lot of rich tech bros rely on their stupidity for security and muscle power for their less than legal jobs. Stuff we would never even get close to. Hey, just because we're a mercenary group doesn't mean we don't have standards. The Blades have ruled the north side of the city for a very long time, and you don't keep the seat being stupid. And yet what? The strikers have been trying to interfere with our jobs, so it was kind of obvious that this was going to happen. The passive-aggressive brawls in the alleys can go only so far before an all-out war becomes reality. This little last stand is the only way to avoid tearing up the city with our garbage. Sure, it's a little fucky for them to send 100 dudes, and for the Blades to send just me, but... Hey, no one's arguing the crappy situation, but there's probably a reason why they're just sending me. What does that mean? It's a little complicated. I don't know if I should be taking this seriously, or if this is just some bad joke Mark is making just to knock me down a few pegs. See, you say that I could die, and while I'm a little offended at the lack of confidence in me, there's a chance I won't. Yeah, see, that look on your face. I totally get it. I would have thought the same thing if I didn't know what I know. It's going to sound super crazy and nonsensical, but if you need to be convinced to stay out of this fight, then it's just better for you to know, even if you don't believe it. So, you've seen me clock skulls before. Hard enough to really knock people around with just my fists. I've told you before that my main weapons are my fists, and I've been really good at using them against anything in my way. Now, I could easily say that I trained my entire life for this awesome skill. Getting to crack down my enemies with knuckles and muscle? That'd be believable to a degree. But lately, there's been some investigations in-house, you know? I may or may not be connected to some weird family that's got super power strength and stuff. It's stupid to even say aloud, so don't laugh. I already had my time to cringe at it. But if the higher-ups are taking this seriously, then I can't really dispute things they find. Hmm? Ah, so you did notice the purple roots. Cool. Need to retouch my hair later. Noted. But to answer your question, yeah, it's because of the purple hair. And my strength. And the blades trying to add stuff together about me. From what they found, I may or may not be related to some strong, rich folks that used to be heroes in this city. Still might be. I barely pay attention to normie crap. My potential dad ran the business side of things, while my potential mom did the actual hero stuff. Yeah, I'm saying potential. It's kinda hard to get DNA from them, so it's only a maybe. All the higher-ups can tie me to them with is the man's purple hair and the woman's super strength. Apparently the guy's genes amplify superhuman abilities, and his wife's super strength? A kid between them would be a practical super chat of muscle. However, I'm pretty sure hunches and coincidences are not proof of anything. I'm not a scientist by any means, but I do know how babies get genes and stuff, and that requires doctors confirming things with DNA tests. Anyone would be ecstatic to be that kid. In all honesty, though, I couldn't care less. I mean, yeah, why should I? I have no memory of anyone actually taking care of me. I grew up by myself, a street kid with no real parents to actually care about me. Call it trauma, call it amnesia. I really don't care what happened, but I took care of myself until the Blades picked me up. Sure, the way they recruited me was a little meh, but now I at least know how to fight and how to survive without kicking trash cans all day. You think I don't know that? You think I haven't thought about the fact that they might be setting me up to fail? It's clearly a test. Anyone can see that. But what's the alternative? Say no? Walk away? Then what? Get labeled a coward? The only way out is through. So I just need to suck it up and clock as many strikers as possible. You standing beside me wouldn't change the math. 1 or 2. It's still 100 knuckleheads. I'm fine with risking my life. But if something happened to you, it'll be another failure notch on my belt of fuck-ups. Yeah, you wait. You hold the line in case I don't come back. You wanted to be in the Blades. You stick around to follow that goal no matter what happens to me. If I somehow don't make it out, you make damn sure it wasn't for nothing. Understand me? Ugh. If I'm really who they think I am, then I won't be the one bleeding out there. They will. I'm not afraid of a bunch of assholes who want to die for no reason. Power, territory, the strong always think they can take what they want. But that's where I'm different. I'm smart, and I know how they work. I had one person who kicked my ass enough to focus on how to win a fight, and it certainly wasn't some rich folks who couldn't care less about a child they supposedly birthed into the world. I got a promise to keep, so I'll keep fighting until I knock down 100 bodies with the ends of my fists. Besides, when I'm done, I'll be dragging your ass out for a real meal. Somewhere fancy or whatever. No drive-through garbage. Hell, maybe I'll even let you pick the drinks. Ha! I'm full of it? Damn right I am. But would anyone have it any other way? Think about that. Ah. All right. It's showtime. Seems like the strikers set up their side of the field. So I gotta go get ready on ours. Luckily, we're fighting in a lockdown area, so no one else should get hurt. I'm not gonna stop you from coming with me to the site, but just know that you'll be locked out of it. You'll get a front row seat to the carnage. I don't care if they send more. 100? 1,000? Let them send whatever they want my way. Nothing is going to stop me from reaching the top. Not my past, not my failures, not even hundreds of thousands of armed combatants. I'll knock them all down the same.